Oh, no. I mean, no. Little stories. The one you told us about being out all night last night with till 4 in the morning.
Tim, I think I'm in trouble. Good luck today. Good luck today, guys. I hope you do well. Hope you win.
Don't follow Donegan's tips. It's just a disaster.
There you go, Tim. It's a big wrap for Peter.
Yes, Rob, I've never... Well, what, Peter? What?
Oh, no, nothing.
Well,
Peter's
go on then. Well, you're going to get all
not
indignant
happy.
then, weren't you?
I'm hiding at the moment. I'm up near the committee room talking to a couple of ladies because I didn't want to be seen on camera.
You sound like you're in a... where you were caught one other year when we found you in a place you shouldn't have been.
I'm not in there, Tim.
Oh, you're not in there?
Not in there, Tim.
Where are you? Set up in the stand somewhere.
Yeah. You probably can't see me where I am, which is... I've got two lovely ladies here.
No, we
Say
can't.
hello, Tim.
Hello, Tim.
Hello, ladies.
Yep.
How are you? No, we can't see you, but you were getting indignant about what Rob had to say. I mean, have you got to come back or what?
Well, Peep on the Sly was my best bet of the day, and it just won.
Well, he obviously wasn't on it, so who cares what he thinks?
Never mind.
Yeah, OK. Well, I think we better leave you because we can't see you.
Oh, hang on. The horses are coming into the yard, so I better come down. See you, girls. Bye.
I think he's been here too long, don't you? I think he's been here too long. Once again this year, we're giving you the chance for you to win on each day of the carnival with our Crown Fashion competition, and we thank them for that too. But, we checked out the designers in detail earlier in the day, but if you missed out, then here's your chance to make a decision and vote for the fashions of your choice.
Classic ladies fashion. Tina Vargas has an outfit featuring a fitted jacket, bustier and sleek skirt. From Craig Braybrook Couture, a fitted jacket and bell-shaped skirt with flower trim. And Principles, with a boned halter dress and matching jacket in a bold floral print. To vote for any of these three great designers, call 0055 60521. Vote for the winning designer and you can win a night of your life package for two at Melbourne's Crown Casino, including accommodation, dinner, airfares and a limousine. For the winning designer, a trip for two flying Qantas and staying at the fabulous Marriott Surfers Paradise Resort, the ultimate place for a romantic weekend. To enter, call 0055 60521 up until 4 o'clock Eastern Summer Time.
Yes, and the winner announced at about 4:30, just after race 7. What do you think of my bag of fruit today?
Very nice indeed.
It is very nice, isn't it? I shouldn't say bag of fruit, should I? I should say ensemble, don't you think? I got into trouble on Tuesday for calling jockeys jocks. Viewers rang up and said, that's not very good. Call them. You should hear what the trainers call them. Thank you, Dom. Dom Bagnato, who every year dresses us just absolutely superbly well. He makes beautiful clothes, he really does. And I aren't just saying that, I just look forward to wearing them every year. Dom Bagnato, you're our mate, and we thank you for it indeed. Let's take a break. We'll be back with more soon. Well, if my eyesight's any good, and it usually isn't it, that must be the trophy for the Cadbury's Roses. Looks like it's got Cadbury's very well-known insignia on it there. That's a beautiful-looking trophy, which is the next. Peter Donegan has deigned to descend from wherever he may have been to talk you through the horses. Hello.
Hello. Oh, I just thought I'd come back.
Thanks very much.
That trophy's full of chocolates too. We can see it from here.
I hope I get the chocolates.
Yes, well, I think Castlereagh Run might get the chocolates here, but we're going to go through the horses now and start off with Street Talk, Jen. Norman Weymouth is taking the ride here for Alan Weymouth.
Well, Street Talk's a very fast horse, Pete. I think she'll give it a big side here. It was a great effort at Caulfield last start. She had the run of the race, but with 57.5 kilos, it was a lot of weight. At the set weights here, I think she comes into it very, very well.
3 or dim code looks well in the yard. Darren Beedman is the rider, Jack Denham the trainer, and very sound form in Sydney.
Yes, a very honest type of filly. I've left her there with an each way chance for sure. You've got Darren Beedman taking over. She's back to the fillies class here. Last start she was racing in the fillies and mares, so it's a little bit easier for her, and she does handle this type of going.
Jen, principally I went for Castlereagh Run because I thought it would handle rain-affected ground, and the confidence was shaken a little bit until I saw her in the mounting yard. She looks superb.
She does look superb. I thought she put in a fairly even effort at Caulfield 2 starts ago, and then I thought she had every chance at Moonee Valley over the 1600. She's coming back to 1200 here, Pete, but I've got to say I don't think it'll suit her. I've left her there with a place chance.
Oh, fair enough. Well, and the confidence has been shattered again. Number 6, Miss Margaret, Patrick Payne, the rider, Peter Hayes, the trainer, and you were keen on her chances on Saturday.
Yes, I was. I thought she raced up probably a little bit closer than she normally likes. If she's ridden back a bit here, I think she'll go well. She's a very honest performer, and she should be getting home at the end of the race, and that's an important thing. Horses have been able to come from behind, and we're thinking here down the straight 1200 that the better going is probably going to be in the middle of the track.
Another one of the Hayes runners here, he's got 3 horses engaged, is number 8, and that is Lordemio, and it's a last start winner at Cheltenham.
She's pretty smart, Pete. As I mentioned, from 8s into 5 to 2, 3 starts ago this horse, so a huge betting plunge on her then. And then she won first up at Cheltenham, so she's come back very well as well. She beat Shearer, that flying machine that we saw the other day here. And I think she comes into this very, very well. She's going to be very hard to beat.
Lee Freedman's got a couple in. Number 10 is another Omen tip on Oaks Day, Fashion Review.
Well, she's got the blinkers on for the first time today, so that might help her. She made Street Talk 3 kilos worse from their last effort, which is a bit of a problem for her, I suppose. It's hard to see her probably beating her. Maybe a place chance. I
like the look of number 13, Najaba's Pride, the other one of Lee's. It's only had the 2 starts for a second at Bendigo, a win at Seymour. On appearances, it'll run a bold race. Well,
she's a very much an improving type of filly. She won with the blinkers on when she carried them for the first time last start. She's a horse that does like to race on the speed, so she's going to give a good sight. It is a class rise for her, but she's improving.
Sum up the Cadbury Roses Stakes here, Jen, the third.
Well, I'll let you say them, Pete, in case I make a mistake again. Number 8 from 3 and 1 for me.
Chicken. Lordemio to beat Ordimco and Street Talk from Jennifer, and I've gone for Castlereagh Run. Here's Dan Malicki now to check out the last-minute tote call on the third.
Gee, it's getting more and more open by the second on the tote. Street Talk at $5.50, matched at that price by Castlereagh Run, who I know has gone from Bath in the betting. Ordimco at $7.30, that's number 3. Comic Dame $20.20. Miss Margaret at $6.50. Laudamio at $7, one of 3 from the Hayes stable. Peter Hayes Camp. Fashion Review at $7.50. World Cabin 58. Diamond Tribute 60. Najaba's Pride at $10.20, and Lake Nona at $77. So at this stage, equal favourites, Peter, Street Talk and Castlereagh Run.
Yes, a wide open affair, as you mentioned, Dan. 9-2 the field as they go up to the stalls for race number 3 on the program. And this is the Cadbury Roses Stakes, third day of the carnival. And of course, we've had some magnificent highlights. Nothing like a Danes win in the Derby, and Doremus winning the Melbourne Cup on Tuesday. Let's go down to Terry Kennedy in the betting ring, and he can bring us up to date in what is a wide open betting affair, Terence.
It certainly is, yes. Street Talk, the top weight, has been easy in the market. Dan Spirit is at big odds. Ordimco has taken a bath in the market. So is Castlereagh Run. It doesn't happen too often with a Johnny Marr trained horse, but it is way out the gate. The one they have come for is over the page. Lordemio, of course, another special guest here. A serious punter this time is Heidi, of course. Any luck today?
Yes, I have. In the last race, I had Silver Arch and Peep on the Sly.
Now, you're in good form, so give us a tip for the Oaks.
The Oaks, way out bet at the moment, Vigil.
The Vigil?
Yeah.
There you go. She is a good judge. I'm going to touch her for luck because I've had none so far. So that's the most luck I've had all day, Pete.
Yes, indeed, Terence. Yes, we'll leave you down there. And Terry Kennedy doing his best for us down there. The Cadbury Roses Stakes runners on their way to the stalls. We'll take a break. Back to Flemington very shortly. And the ladies down in the betting ring. Flurry of activity down there today with a huge crowd here for Crown Oaks Day. And we're up to the third race on the card. And as the last minute form details are being studied, they're being loaded up into the stalls for the Cadbury Roses Stakes. Here's Dan Malicki and Gary Woods.
Thank you very much, Pete. That's Street Talk going into the line. Gary, well, it's a good bunch of fillies here.
Yeah, very good. Lordemio by Jets run some good times, Danny. That last start, it ran 57.01 over 1,000 metres.
And that's Miss Margaret in the screen. They're all set to go. Gates crashed back and they're off and racing now, and a little bit slow to begin was a Royal Cabin from barrier number 2. The first to jump away was its stablemate Dan Spirit. Will lead out from Laudamio and Comic Dame going forward early. Lake Nona behind those. Then came Street Talk just off the speed but going a little bit closer as Weymouth attempts to pull it back. and restrain her for the moment. Ordimco was wider out on the course with Diamond Tribute, and also Castlereagh Run. Miss Margaret behind a wall of horses towards the outside, and Najabar's Pride and Royal Cabin back at the tail of the field as they run towards the 700. We're getting away from the rail down Spirits. Laudamio was able to drive through and join it. Comic Dame wider out with Street Talk. Then came Diamond Tribute. Lake Nona getting through the field, followed by Ordimco. Najabar's Pride behind a wall of horses. Laudamio went for home at the 400, and she kicked a length and a half in front. Getting to second was Street Talk, and they were followed by Lake Nona, Comic Dame, and now Miss Margaret. Laudamio 2.5 lengths in front. Here comes Miss Margaret down the outside. Laudamio a clear leader though. She's 2.5 lengths in front of Miss Margaret. They were followed by Street Talk battling on, but it's all Laudamio, and she's going to bolt in. Laudamio by 3.5 lengths. Second placing goes to Miss Margaret. Street Dame third, Street Talk third, and then came Ordimco, followed home by Lake Nona. Next in was Royal Cabin. It wasn't a bad run from Castlereagh Run, followed in by Fashion Review. Well back Diamond Tribute with Comic Dame, pulling up towards the tail Dance Spirit with Najabar's Pride.
Well, we said she was pretty smart, Dan, and she's ran 110.2, so as you can see, this track's getting better all the time. They've got that wind right behind them, and that's why they're running such good times. But that's a double to Rodney Griffiths.
She's a good filly, 550, 210, 220 for second, 210 for third. That'll be approximate dividends. Number 8 will be the winner, Laudamio, trained by Peter Hayes. Peter's first winner during the carnival this year at Flemington. Second, number 6, which is Miss Margaret, so it's a Quinella for Peter. And third placing, number 1, Street Talk. Normie Weymouth just trying to restrain her in the early part to try and make her run the 1200 today. But the winner, I think, was just simply much too good for them, Gary.
Really good there. She is right on the fence there. Rodney just giving her a little slap. He's just waving a stick at her now, and away she goes. Miss Margaret's the one running home well, and Street Talk's just dropping off. I think the 1200 is just a little bit too far, but you can see how easy this horse has run. He's just letting it coast to the line.
Good run in the race was Royal Cabin. Was very slow to begin, just very lethargic out of the barriers, and it was able to run fifth, beaten a fair way, but I'm sure it will improve on that effort.
Right. You'll get an idea here how easy she wins. Look at that.
She was going to win a long, long way from home. Here's Peter Donegan with another Pete. Peter Hayes, the winning trainer.
Yes, Peter Hayes is down here in the mounting yard after training his first winner for the Flemington Carnival. Congratulations.
Thanks, Pete. Thank you.
Good game effort, that.
Yeah, good win. Yes, she got to the front a long way up and was very strong. Yeah.
Have you had her all the time?
Yes, we have. Yes, right. yes. Very lightly raced filly, very immature filly, and you know, she's a smart filly.
She's obviously smart. The time was very good when you consider the state of the track, just to tick over 110.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
What'll you do with her now, Pete?
I don't know. She just lacks a little bit of constitution, this filly, and we'll just have a look at her in the next week or 10 days and decide. I think she's a filly that we've got to be a little bit careful with at this stage, but she's got the makings of a good filly in the autumn.
Congratulations, but I think you'll have to get rid of that lipstick smudge.
Nah. Thank you.
You don't mind if you win, though, do you?
Thank you.
Good on you, Pete. Peter Hayes, the winning trainer. Here's Johnny Letts out with the jockey who's ridden a double, Rodney Griffiths.
Yes, Pete, and Roddy's very happy. Roddy, you had a good run through the race, and I see you stuck right to the rail.
Yeah, well, you know, sort of everyone wanted to get off, and I was going to be sort of really niggling to get a run through them, so I elected to go back to the fence, John.
And you always travel well?
Yeah, I sort of got to about 600. I thought, oh, geez, I may have gone too soon, but she was just too good.
Yeah, you finished up the margin was about 3 lengths, I think, Rod. But the colours are interesting, aren't they? I think they're Far Lapse colours.
Well, mate, at least I can say I rode a winner in Far Lapse colours.
Well, Rod, good luck for the rest of the carnival. It was a great ride, and you've started. You're telling me earlier you hadn't had much luck lately, but a double on Oaks Day is great at Flemington.
Yeah, really good. Thanks, John.
Johnny Letts and Rodney Griffiths out there, and yes, they are Far Lapse colours with the exception of the cap colour, but some famous colours carried to victory here for the third race. Numbers there, 8, 6 and 1. Fourth home was number 3, Ordimco, and fifth, number 11, Royal Cabin. Very smart time, 110.2. We'll be back with correct weight and the information on the Cadbury Roses Stakes after this break on Oaks Day.
Welcome back to Flemington on Cup Day. I found a mate. This is Tiffany. Hi, Tiff. There are folks on the television. See that? You wave up there. Say hello.
Say hello.
Say hello.
Horsies.
Happens every time, you know. Happens every time. Yeah, the horsies are over there. One of the youngest ladies on Ladies' Day. It's okay, Tiff, you can go.
Okay, bye.
You want to go? Say bye. Oh, no, very unsure. I know, I'm funny looking. It's okay. We're after correct weight, I think. We got correct weight from... Yes, she's toddled off to go and find the horsies. Bye, Tiff. OK, weight is right. Let's do the dividends. Here's Danny Malik.
Thank you, Tim. Lauda Mio, heavily supported in the long run on the death knock into 550 on the tote, was shorter in the wing. 210 for the place. Miss Margaret 220, Street Talk 210, Quinella 24.50. The trifecta $246.30. The race to race double $24.90. No exactas until race 5 through to race number 8. The exactas operate, and that's being able to pick first and second in the correct order. The numbers are 8, 6 and 1, fourth number 3, fifth number 11, and the time was 1 minute 10.2.
Thank you, Dan. Well, that scene behind me will give you an idea of how big this crowd is. I'm over near the track, of course, and that's looking down towards the members and down into Flemington, and there's a lot of people here. Peter thinks about 60. VRC are confident even more than that. So there's Melbourne for you. They just love it, and they come out in their droves, and everybody looks great, and everybody's having a fabulous time. In front of the members' lawn, which is way down there, Richard Zachariah.
Ladies and gentlemen, our host for this race, the Cadbury's Roses Stakes, is Mr. Keith Southwick from the VRC. Thank you, Keith. And from Cadbury's Confectionery, the sponsors of this race, is the Chairman and Managing Director, Mr. Kevin Hayes.
Thank you, Richard. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, Cadbury Sweat sponsors a number of events around Australia, but I don't believe there's any more aptly named than this one. The Cadbury Roses Stakes here at Flemington. Of course, Cadbury Roses chocolates, and it's a race for fillies. The event has always attracted a quality field, and of course today was no exception, making the win of Lauderdale even more meaningful. On behalf of Cadbury, I congratulate the successful connection, owners Vintage Bloodstock, managed by Robert Hill-Smith, trainer Peter Hayes, who of course turned the filly out in magnificent order, and Rod Griffiths, who rode such a wonderfully judged race. With those congratulations goes the Cadbury Roses Stakes trophy, to be accepted by Robert Hill-Smith. Robert?
Yeah, the trophy, and full of chocolates too, the Cadbury Roses trophy. And here we are outside at Flemington. Terrific to be out here. Slightly windy. It's a bit warm today. There's the forecast of a change later in the day, and as you come out here you can see where it's probably going to come from, but I would suggest not till well and truly after we've finished racing here today. And it's actually beautiful. People can come out on the lawn and not get sunburnt. It's really quite a nice day to be at the races. The clod replacers are down there on the track, and all's just as it should be on Oaks Day. Peter Donegan.
Yes, Tim, number 4 Cheviot is out of the next race. We've got one to go before the running of the Crown Oaks, and it's the Moet and Shandon Stakes. As Damien Oliver, the cup-winning jockey, is sitting down there taking things easy in Prince Caleb's colours. And what a wonderful moment he gave us. Jen, I'm not tired at all. I think I've seen it about 20 or 25 times, but that little grab from Damien when he was talking to Johnny Letts the other day, wasn't that brilliant?
Absolutely fantastic. When it just dawned on Damien that he'd won the Melbourne Cup. Wonderful.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. OK, now the 4th race, and Jen's been practising, and your tip is?
Well, all my tips, or most of my tips, have got strange names today. Chiricahua.
You got it.
Did I get it?
Very well
This
done.
horse was so impressive at Sandown, Pete. I was really taken by him there. And then at Geelong, he didn't have a lot of luck in getting a run. He's a most impressive horse. I think he's got a terrific chance. For second, I put in number 1, Alpina, and for third, I put in number 10, King Brian.
OK, Dan, let's have a look at the figures on race 4.
Alpina, Pete, $6.10. Concur, $16.10. First start for John Sadler. Ideal Virtue, $9.40. Cheviot is out. Whistle Up at $4.80. Canaraja, $17.20. Planet Warrior, $11.50. Chiricahua, $3.80, and $1.50 opens up the favourite quite clearly too. More Luskin, $36. King Brian, $13. Robusto, $10.80. Stablemate of Chiricahua. Martego at $68, and El Botto, $57.
That's the tote call on race 4, with Chiricahua at the moment the 3-to-1 tote favourite from Whistle Up at 15-4. There's the Oaks figures, Dan, and Ponteless is still the popular one in race 5.
She's indeed, Pete, $2.40 and $1.40. And one interesting thing about the Wakeful Stakes from Saturday is we have a look at the totes on screen. The last 600 metres of the Wakeful Stakes was run quicker than what the Group 1 Challenger Stakes was, run by Brawny Spirit. So that's very interesting. There was the fastest ever Wakeful, last 600 in a 2,000 metre race, quicker than the Group 1 1,200 metre sprint. Pontal Lass must have run super time coming from back in the field. Arctic Scent at $8.30 and down to Swell Time Girl at $12.30. Ruhua Pride $73. Calypso Singer $47.40. Just a few changes here as we go down to Terry Kennedy in the ring. In the Oaks, My Pago blinkers off, and Terry, in this upcoming race, King Brian will be now ridden by Alfie Matthews.
Thanks very much, Dan. Well, the bookmakers are reeling down here in the betting ring after Lardamio got the money in the last race. The locals from Adelaide, from the Hayes stables, they came across one bet of 100,000 to 25,000, another couple of bets of 20,000, and also some $10,000 bets, all going on Lardamio there. In this race, the one they want at the moment is the Lee Friedman train, Kia Karawa. At the moment, $3 with bookmakers. Roughly, it's paying down here. There should be plenty of support for it, Tim.
Thank you, Terry. I've found probably the youngest jockey on the racecourse. This is Michaela. Can you say hi, or are you a little bit shy like Tiffany was? Doesn't she look absolutely fabulous? Say hi to the folks at home. How about Nana? Say hi to Nana. No?
Can you wave?
How about a wave? I'll tell you what, you're... doesn't know. Yeah, I'm going well with the girls, aren't I? How about a tip? No? What is Mum like in the next? Because I'm travelling pretty bad, Michaela. Number 2 in the next. Number 2, we go with Mum? That's little Michaela, youngest jockey on the racecourse. She looks beautiful. You said it's the 3rd year she's been dressed up like... She looks gorgeous. Yeah. Good on you, Michaela. Ladies and gentlemen, it's... Oaks Day at Flemington. Everything's just terrific. Murray Louise has been out and about catching up with people all day. Here she is again.